Hey friends, welcome back to my channel MDCZ. Today in this 6th episode, we'll discuss the 6th issue of Jack Kirby's The Eternals comics. The story of these comics is getting interesting issue by issue. Some of the big upcoming events or crossovers are Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and Hulk. Yeah, you heard right, Hulk. We'll talk about it later. Now just let's focus on our current episode. Before we start this, if you are new to my channel, please just smash the subscribe button and also ring the bell icon to receive all our latest updates and notifications of our upcoming videos. Want some giveaways? Then hit the subscribe button as soon as possible. So enough talking, let's start our 6th episode, which is based on Jack Kirby's The Eternals comics issue 6, Gods and Men at the City College. In the last episode, we have seen that Thena and Nakari saw Crow and his Deviant army. Nakari felt of falling down, but Nakari fixed that issue. Now, they lead their way towards Crow and his army. Thena grabbed her spear. She wanted to hit the Deviant pack without missing, so she told Nakari to try faster. Nakari speared his trap and told her that with their combined skill, they'll beat the Deviants. Nakari and Thena were circling around the Deviant army. Then, Thena throws her energy spear towards the Deviants. It hits precisely in the middle of the Deviants and spreads some light waves around the Deviants. After throwing the spear, Thena told those Deviants that they're gonna regret attacking humans. Deviants were angry. They are unable to bring down the Nakari's craft. Crow told them to break out from the energy wave. Deviants can't see because of energy wave were too bright. Suddenly, all the Deviants who are close to the spear started to float in the air. They figured out that the spear Thena threw on them is actually an anti-gravity spear. They can't resist its power. They had no control over their body. Some of the Deviants are flying around like a bullet and smashed every obstacle came in their way. Some of them were smashed up on the buildings. It's kind of brutal. This attack leaves Deviants in no condition to fight back. They can't even move, just like Loki when Hulk smashed his ass so badly.
God, you dull creature! And I will not be bullied by that! Puny God.
Deviants were helpless. They asked Crow for help. And if you know the Deviants, I also told you in my first video, they don't even care who lives and who dies. Crow was standing still and thinking about attacking Eternals, not saving his crew. One of the police officers told Inspector James Fisher that Crow loses most of his firepower. This is an opportunity to take him down. Crow laughed on him and said, "You are thinking about taking a devil down, you fools." James was tired of hearing this devils and demons nonsense. The police force pointed their guns towards Crow. James told him that these bullets won't damage you if you are a devil. So don't worry, but if you are not, they will give up and surrender. Suddenly, Thena and Nakari came and called humans and told them to cease their fire and said that the Eternals will take Crow in their command. Thena and Nakari landed their craft. After seeing Crow's look, Nakari asked Thena that is that really a Crow, the general of Deviants? Actually, Thena is not sure about Crow, that he really is a crow or some other Deviant creature. Crow called Thena and told her that they'd finally meet again. Thena was kind of surprised by seeing Crow. She told him how he was here. How is that possible? She knows that Crow was alive at the time of the massive flood. If you don't know which flood she was referring to, then check out my first episode, you'll understand it. So Crow replied to her and said, seeing him after centuries is definitely surprised her. Thena told him that the Eternals can't die, but the Deviants have never been known to last this long. Crow told her that Deviant species are emerging now, some of their new species kind of superior to the old ones. Further, he said, Thena knows him very well and he also knows her. Crow said never mind, his work is done here. He is successful in his mission, humans finally took the bait. Thena was shocked. She asked Crow about this bait he was talking about. I think Nakari figured it out. He showed Thena the horns Crow grown over his head. Thena figured out it's the devil's game. Deviants always love this when they want to screw with the humans. Crow agreed and said that it works for them. Crow finally revealed their plan. He said that the space gods have returned and now humans will assume them as a devil and fight with them. They are going to destroy each other and Deviants will step back and enjoy this show. Hannah was mad at Crow, but she said it's not going to work because humans have outgrown their devil fears. Crow told Hannah that it's definitely going to work, and to prove it, he's ready to form a truce on any condition. Hannah accepted Crow's challenge and told him to release all the captives and Eternals he has taken. Silently, one of the police officers pointed his gun and asked Inspector James that devils, Deviants, Eternals, what does that mean? James told them that it means they must not mess with them. Those people are not humans. He ordered the officers to contact the commissioner and report him what's happening here. Tell him that the fight is about to end and get ready to deal with the people out of this world. Meanwhile, in the security chamber of trading craft, Deviants pointed their guns on SERSI and MARGO. Deviant warned SERSI to don't make any moves else MARGO will die. Another said Eternals are meant to protect those who are under their protection. MARGO was feeling bad because the Deviants were using her. SERSI told Deviants to shut up. She said that Attila the Hun is more fun than these Deviants. Some of you don't know about Attila. Let me tell you, Attila was the leader of the Hun Empire from year 434 to 453 AD. MARGO got scared because SERSI was messing up with the Deviants' mind. SERSI was just creating a distraction for Deviants. She slaps one of the Deviants. Other Deviant pointed his gun toward the MARGO and warned her. SERSI used her powers and turned that into sword trouble. Deviants figured out that SERSI has powers to control molecules and turn them into any object. Deviants figured out SERSI was just distracting them. One of them pulled a gun and pointed it toward MARGO and warned SERSI that he'll kill MARGO before she turned this weapon into something. SERSI told him that he can't do anything with that gun. Why don't he inspect that gun? The fool fired the gun to check if it was working or not. And when he pulled the trigger, the gun changed its form and the tentacles stabbed the Deviant's hand. Ship's executive officer entered the chamber and he was embarrassed by seeing those Deviants like this. Those Deviants asked for forgiveness. That executive officer told those Deviants to shut up. SERSI was laughing on the Deviants and said that this ship is of fool's Deviants. She offered them some suggestions to improve their IQ. MARGO was scared. She told SERSI to stop because they can't deal with all the Deviants. Ship's executive officer throws those Deviants out of the chamber. Then that officer told MARGO that truce has been arranged and they'll be freed and returned to the city. SERSI asked him about the other Eternal they captured. MARGO said, where is IKARIS? The officer activated wall screen and showed them an underwater view where he sends his crew to undersea to retrieve the capsule. MARGO saw those divers but she didn't understand what does it mean. SERSI told her that it's a cylinder. Don't you see what they have done with IKARIS? Officer replied and said IKARIS is just sleeping in the cylinder. Eternals can't be killed, so they have found a way to get rid of them. MARGO feels bad for IKARIS. SERSI said that's a smart idea, but this did not come from his brain. His means officer's brain. Officer said that the Great Crow planned this idea. He brought them to the cylinder they just got from the undersea. SERSI warned them and said IKARIS must be unharmed or she'll turn all the Deviants into mutated fish. MARGO asked SERSI to not start another war. Officer ordered his crew to unlock the cylinder. SERSI said, welcome back to reality, IKARIS. Cylinder snaps and starts to disengage. One of the Deviants informed Deviant officer that cylinder is unlocked now. Officer told him to step aside. He'll take care of this from here. Officer removed the brain mine attached to IKARIS' head. SERSI saw that chip and figured out that the Deviants attached brain mine to IKARIS' head. Officer said that he was meant to keep in permanent shock. Now, slowly, IKARIS started to wake up. He was literally shaking while waking up. MARGO asked IKARIS that did he feel any ill effects. IKARIS said he's fine. SERSI told him that while he was fighting with Deviants, they attached brain mine to his head. After hearing this, IKARIS rise up from the cylinder. MARGO was surprised that IKARIS is recovering so fast. SERSI was finally taunting IKARIS. Deviants officer told IKARIS he has given a new life. IKARIS was so angry, he grabbed the officer's collar. IKARIS threatened him. SERSI told IKARIS that he can't do that now. Officer told IKARIS that SERSI was trying to tell you that there is a truce. Suddenly, wall screen flashed in that chamber. Crow, Macri and Hannah appeared on that screen. IKARIS said that this truce is evident because an Eternal is mingling with the Divine. Thena replied and said, old things have no place in these universal issues. Thena said that it's their task to unite all the species to deal peacefully with the space gods. She said Crow thinks that this will fail. He feels that the humans will resist the gods. Margo said she saw the space gods in IKARIS when their spaceship landed, and fighting with such powerful beings could be catastrophic for humans. SERSI said only Deviants will get the benefits from the war. IKARIS said that's why the Crow attacked the humans to begin this war. SERSI said humans will now strike the gods on sight. IKARIS asked Thena that can they stop this? Thena said there's a hope. This truce is on her terms, so Crow is also going to help them. Margo said if it's possible, then she can help. Thena said that humans must know the entire story about their relationship with space gods and other TRUCE species. But it must be released to such sources who can analyze and verify it. Margo suddenly shouts the name of Sam Holden. She said Dr. Samuel Holden is perfect for this job. Thena asked Margo that how does he qualify. SERSI also asked Margo in her own style that how interesting is this Sam Holden. Margo said he is pulling of his father, he teaches anthropology. She also told SERSI that she is quite sure that she finds him boring. Then Thena said they'll decide when they means Margo, SERSI and IKARIS meets her. SERSI was also eager to meet but not with Thena. She wants to meet with Sam Holden. IKARIS didn't want to spend more time on that ship. He wants to leave. IKARIS told the Deviant officer that they are ready to depart. IKARIS also warned him that he'll never meet again, but he'll see that officer replace him in that cylinder when they clash. The Deviant officer replied and said that he should feel glad to be sealed in the cylinder than to be free with an eternal. He said the air shuttle is ready to depart. After some time, Margo, Thena and IKARIS departed from the Deviant ship towards New York. They saw that the fight is over and the truce is really in effect. Air shuttle was flying over the destruction that Deviant have made. IKARIS, Margo and Thena witnessed this all from the air shuttle and said the humans will never forget this easily. Margo said that humans fear what they don't understand. She was sure that when they learn the truth, they'll calm down. Margo came to the office of Dr. Samuel Holden. He knows about the project on which Margo and Damien are working. Dr. Sam Holden said it's challenging to believe in what Margo told him. Dr. Sam Holden said that it's unbelievable to believe in this, but it all explains the myth. Margo promised him to show the living proof. She said, when you meet these people, all your doubts will be clear. She said they were very much like humans except their unique forms of development. Dr. Sam Holden said that if they live up to their expectations, then only their appearance will be an outstanding achievement in the anthropology field. Dr. Sam Holden said that he is ready to meet with them, and he thanked Margo for choosing him to meet with them first. Margo said that she knows Dr. Holden is the only man to do the job because the stake is very high. It's like the fate of the human depends on it. Margo pointed at the door and asked all of them to come to the office. All the Eternals and Crow introduced themselves to Dr. Sam Holden. Dr. Sam Holden introduced all of them to anthropology students. He said he gave a chance to the class to study these visitors. He told his students that he is curious about students' impressions. All of them were excited to know more. IKARIS said they have come around to meet with the humans in the spirit of friendship. Crow will be Crow. He said nah, humans only respect the flame guns. IKARIS thought they must look like alien to them. Students have mixed reactions. Some were saying that except Crow, others look like the UFO pilots. Some were saying with the devils in the group, it's difficult to say whether they come from hell or heaven. Some were saying that they are main reason behind the attack. One of them asked that is the subject of anthropology is involved in this myth or not. Dr. Sam Holden said that yes, these visitors represent the breakthrough in the story of man. Dr. Holden called IKARIS and Crow to come on the platform. He told his students that for demonstration, he called his two on the podium. Crow said to look upon the work of the ages. IKARIS said common ancestors produced us all. Dr. Holden said that they all are looking at three species of man. Crow said that all the humans know us through the myths and legends. Dr. Holden said three species made contact with each other before, but we humans referred them as fantasies. IKARIS said it's the only way which the human could live with the facts and also keep their egos. One student asked them that he agrees you are the gods and devils of our past, but what brings you all now? Crow said his species ruled the world before. IKARIS told Crow that humans must get to know us first. Then Crow said they are neither gods nor the devils. He is one of the Deviants. His species is basically known for its unstable atomic structure, so they can manipulate their atoms to change their forms. After saying that, Crow started to show his proper form. Dr. Holden asked students to look closely. Students surprised after seeing Crow because there are no more horns over Crow's head. Crow said it's more than a magic and less than a miracle. He is no longer a threat. He said if you ran for office, he might get some of your votes. Few students said they will not give their votes because they still thought he is a devil and can do such tricks. Crow started laughing and said that they will remain the fear of humans and a weapon for them. IKARIS came and said humans must know about the Eternals also. After saying that, IKARIS started to fly around the students. Students were surprised by seeing IKARIS like this. IKARIS told them that it is the mental and physical fusion. In this, mind and matter work correctly. SERSI told IKARIS to tell them this is called as levitation. One of the students named Arnold Radish questioned them. He told them they can't make him believe this is real. IKARIS said these humans will continue to believe what they want to believe. Crow said only fear works on humans. He told Sena that his plan was a success. Sena replied and said, not yet. Dr. Holden said they need time to absorb all this. And here comes our badass SERSI. She said that Arnold must learn faster than the rest. After saying this, SERSI changed Arnold's face with her powers. After seeing Arnold, other students started to freak out. Arnold had no idea what happened. He was still saying that his opinion stays as it was before. Some of them told Arnold that he lost his face, but he got himself a better one. One of them asked Arnold to touch his own face to see if it's real or not. Arnold touched his face and he freaked out. He said he looks like the Thing from the Fantastic Four. SERSI used her powers and turned Arnold's face back as it was before. Arnold was happy to get his old face back. He said now at least he doesn't need to explain the other one to his parents. Sena told SERSI that it's just a crash course, not a circus. These three species could face each other first and then they can confront the space gods. SERSI was annoyed by these space god stuff. SERSI knows that if space gods decide to end this, they'll destroy all of this. Meanwhile, a group of shield agents came to Ains Mountains to survey an alien structure. One of them looking around with the binoculars and he finds out the chamber. He said it exactly looked like in the photo. They don't understand what it is and what's happening inside that. One of them said that the space giants, UFO, they really have a crazy job. The shield member reported to Nick Fury that they begin their surveillance. Stevenson called their base and told them that they have reached point 1 and can see the dome clearly, but they are unable to see the interiors, so they are moving closer. One of the agents was trying to look inside using binoculars and he saw some movement inside, but he lost it. A giant shadow started to rise upon the agents. They looked upwards and they saw a giant celestial god. One of the agents said it was a space giant. He was a Gaminan of the fourth host. The agent told others to hold fire. He thought the space giant also being curious to know them. Others don't want to wait till it attacks them. The agent scared and fired a shot. Stevenson reported to their base that they have made a contact. He was talking about the alien and how he is big. But something happened. They all just got vanished. Only the gear was there. All of them just gone. The radio started to beep. It's from the shield base. They are asking group 1 to report. And here our 6th episode ends. In the next episode, we'll see what actually happened with the shield members. So stay tuned guys. More exciting stuff about to happen in this next episodes. Friends, for such articles like Marvel and DC articles, please visit my website Marvel is DC Cinezone. I shared my website link in the description below. So go and check it out. And if you love this episode, then please hit the like and share button and also leave your responses in the comment section below. And yeah, if you are new to MDCZ, please hit the subscribe button. Big surprises are coming for my subscribers once we hit the monetization achievement. And I assure you, you're gonna like those surprises. So hit the subscribe button as soon as possible and also press the bell icon for updates and notifications of our upcoming videos. So I'll see you in the next episode. Till then, stay home, stay happy and stay safe.